Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, and today I'm showing you how I make a loaded gift bag in a vintage style. I'm here today with a cup of coffee because I am sleepy and tea just isn't going to cut it, and both of our cats are on the loose as well, so if you hear any meowing or any thuds, it's probably one of them, because I already had to restart this voiceover 3 times because Sage kept walking on my keyboard. But yeah, I'm going to chat with you guys about this loaded gift bag. I originally made it for a swap, but I ended up sending something else because it got returned to me, and then I decided I'm not going to let this go to waste. I'm going to use it for a PO box reply. So this actually went to one of you guys. So yeah, a vintage style. Let me know if you guys would like to see more male inspiration in a vintage style, because I haven't done that in a while. I have to admit, if it's just me crafting, I tend to go more for the pastel colors or, like the newer collections, but I do also enjoy making something vintage themed every now and then. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Like I said, thuds in the background, my cats are on the loose. But what I'm doing is I'm creating the base of my loaded gift bag first, because what I wanted to do was create an extra pocket, like an extra tuck spot on the front of the gift bag. So I'm I'm picking out a border die. Those cloud dies on the left are from Joy Crafts. I don't know if I can find them online, but the brand is called Joy Crafts because people ask me that a lot. But I end up going with another border die, and I use that to just make the pocket stand out a little bit more. I actually quite like how that turned out. And then we have another vintage book page in the back. I'm actually changing that, but you will see that in a second. Oh, by the way, I'm of course using a grey striped gift bag, but since I'm covering that up completely with the paper, you could also repurpose a gift bag, because I very often have those little paper bags from, I don't know, anything, from either a gift, or when you buy earrings, they will sometimes pop them in those cute little bags, or when I buy postcards. Because we have 2 stores in the Netherlands where they wrap your postcards, or at least there's probably more, but I have 2 stores in Breda where they wrap your postcards in those little gift bags, paper gift bags, but they will always have the logo of the store on them. So you could also use this idea to cover up the logo of the store, and you would have a really cute repurposed gift bag. So, because I'm like a little bit in the recycling mood, because I've also been working on another crafting without craft supplies video. So if you guys want to see that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because that'll be coming soon as well. So I'm using a brand new gift bag, but I just wanted to put the idea in your head of repurposing a used gift bag or a store gift bag or something like that, because you can do so many fun things with that. Make it a little bit of a challenge for yourself. I think that's fun. But like I said, another crafting without craft supplies video is coming soon, so look out for that. And as you could see, if you paid attention, I ended up covering the botanical image with that bird image, and it actually looks really nice because this image is a little bit smaller than the previous image. Oh, we went upside down there for a second, but it's a little bit smaller than the previous image, so now you have 2 overlapping. It has a little bit of a frame, if that makes sense. And then that box is what I always call my magpie box, because it's filled with things I have collected or have received, or it's filled with things I want to repurpose. That is the place where I will put basically everything that does not really belong in another category. So I like to grab stuff from that box, just dig into that box and see what I can find and see what I can use for another project. So I ended up picking out a whole lot of things, which you will see in a second. But yeah, I decorated the rest of the page with vintage clip outs. I'm fairly certain I got them from my pen pal Roxanne. She always has the best vintage books. And then a tag which I received in mail from one of you guys, and it has a little flower stamp on it. Or maybe I also received that from my pen pal Roxanne. I think it might actually be one of the designs she has. But I also decorated the gift bag with a tag, and I think that looks really cute. And now I'm using my flower punches to punch out that vintage music note paper and to decorate the page some more, because I will use all sort of things from Nouveau drops or enamel dots or glitter or stars or something like that, but I thought it looked way nicer this way because everything is paper, and I am going to use some gold spray in a second, but everything is paper, and I just think that kind of adds to the aesthetic I was trying to achieve. Yeah, you may hear it in my voice, but I'm actually very, very pleased with how this turned out. I even used some of those background stamps I'm using now. I used my new flower stamps, I used the little bee design. I don't know, I was very, very pleased with everything, with how everything worked out. And what I'm doing here is something I saw on Instagram. I covered up the piece of the paper that I did not want to stamp with another piece of paper, because I usually turn everything into a mess, and now I actually managed to keep it nice and neat. So yeah, this is the gold spray. I mentioned it. It is actually a spray, but I usually just splatter it on the page because I think that looks a lot nicer. I have tried linking this spray for you guys, but I cannot find it. The brand is called Carrot Cake, I'm fairly certain. I cannot find the actual spray, but I have linked a similar one down below. Because I don't know if you guys realize, but I always link, or I try to link all of the products I use so you guys can find them. If you end up using my link, it would also help me, because let's say you buy something from Amazon that I have linked, I get a small percentage, and that doesn't cost you anything extra. Mind you, it is a really, 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 really small percentage, but you know, anything that can help me save for better equipment is very, very welcome. Oh, I was wondering what I was doing, but I'm actually creating a little washi tape sample. I don't know why I stamped onto the card first if I'm going to put a washi tape sample on it anyway, but I'm actually using another washi tape sample to create this washi tape sample, because I receive a lot of washi tape samples, which I absolutely adore, but I simply cannot use them all. So when I think it will match someone else more, I will just share, I guess, because that's what this hobby is all about. Sharing is caring, as they always say, and I kind of like collecting different things for people who might end up really loving them. That sentence came out so weird, but I mean, I could keep all of the washi tape samples myself and they would just be on unused, or I could share and then make someone else really, really happy. Oh, by the way, that gift bag you just saw, it's not actually a gift bag, it's a seed bag from Carrot Seeds. I got that in one of the PO Box mails, and it's so precious, it looks so cool. I thought it was the perfect little bag to add some goodies in. I think it matches the aesthetic of this project. I usually kind of mix and match styles, but here I really tried to stay true to that. Like I said, the aesthetic. And I also made a little... Sage just jumped into my desk. Don't steal my coffee milk. Excuse you. I also made a little gift bag out of vintage book pages again. And I'm just filling that up with a ton of stickers. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have like a little drawer filled with sticker flakes that I either bought, as you can see, or have received in mail. I don't really know how to categorize or organize or do whatever, so I just like to go into that little drawer and make little goodie bags to give in mail. So now that we're watching me make a little goodie bag, let me know, how are you guys doing? Have you been creating any mail? I have actually been creating mail. I just haven't finished anything, which is kind of my problem. I started a letter, I started a mail. I just have to somehow combine them into something that can actually be put in the mailbox. But that's all gonna be okay. Oh, by the way, that folder is just my folder of loose vintage papers or prints, because I also have a lot of books, but this is just where I keep the ones that I tore out or the ones I have received. And what I'm doing is something that I have also received in the mail a little bit ago, and that is stamping onto those vintage book pages, because that looks really cool and you can use that for decorating or to make a gift bag or do anything. So because I like to share those vintage book pages with people, but then I think it looks even cooler when I have stamped some pretty stamps on there. So there's that. And looking at this, I really want to do some online shopping, because one of the things I've been interested in buying is more inks, like stamping inks or maybe even distress oxides. But I'm on no spend, which is hard. But I needed some things for like personal life, such as proper shoes for working, because I always wear sneakers for working, which is because I have very bad knees. And I work a lot more now, so I need more shoes, which sounds fun, shoe shopping, but trust me, when you have to shop for work shoes, it's no fun. And then we also had a broken window in our bedroom, so you know, I'm saving for boring things. But who knows, I might do a little bit of online shopping soon. So yeah, now I'm just filling that gift bag with all of the things I picked from the Magpie box, and then the vintage book pages, and then I'm finding some more vintage book pages that I want to include. And then of course my gift bags with stickers. I'm just carefully tearing out some more pages to add as well. So yeah, that's kind of it for this project. I hope it gave you some ideas. Oh, by the way, I did end up putting a little note in the front pocket, because like I said, I added an extra pocket, but then it's so small you cannot really put any goodies in without ruining the aesthetic, which is like my new word. So yeah, and what was I going to say? Yeah, I think I wanted to say that this voiceover was not that interesting. I do have a lot of stories to tell, but this video is just too short for that, okay? So I tried focusing on the mail itself for once, which is something new for me. Like I said, that is a little note, and I put in some clip outs, but in the end I sent it to someone else, so I changed that up, and I'm not entirely sure if I added anything different or if I don't know. I guess that's it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed this, even though my voiceover was a bit of a mess. I hope it gave you some ideas and inspiration to make some flat mail and to reuse some goodies, to reuse some gift bags, and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and bye for now. Ta-ta!